Everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Paul Nguma, founder of PATTERNOLOGY LAB. In today's video, we're going to be talking about a growth stock that looks like it's ready to recover and move on up, and why you should be keeping it in your watch list for this week. And I'm also going to be answering some of you guys' questions for those of y'all who dropped your stocks of interest in the comment section of this morning's video. So without further ado, let's get started. Let me change the scene really quick. There you go. Okay, so right off the bat, today was fun day. It was a fun day because if you look at the chart, yes, it is very bloody, right? It's red, but it was actually very steady, which I'm sure there's some short sellers out there who actually was able to capitalize on this move. So congrats to any of the short sellers who made money on this. It was actually kind of nice because this drop right here caused a lot of other stocks, which I was mentioning this entire weekend that they would be dropping. So that was very nice. Now, that growth stock that is on the thumbnail that y'all should be keeping in your watch list for this week is AT&T. Okay, and I'm pretty sure some of you are like, this is not a growth stock. And honestly, if you look at it on the monthly time frame, right, it is, I guess it's not a growth stock, but it is a high dividend stock that investors really love. So if you're an investor and you like to get paid dividends, this stock pays, I think, more than 7% yield on dividends. All right. But the main reason why I want to cover this one on this in this video is because of this. If you look closely right at the chart, right, what I see is that the stock has been brutally beaten down for about a month. And then there's a bullish rally here. Okay, the stock did not collapse from this low. And lastly, what really piques my attention is that there is an island gap reversal on the charts. The island is right here. Let me circle that entire thing. This is the island right over here. First, there is the exhaustion gap, and then the island that traps a lot of short sellers, right? I'm sure there's a lot of short sellers who got in here who overlooked this bullish engulfing candle, right? They overlooked that one, and they're still holding here short, hoping for the stock to crumble all the way back down to $27, which it didn't happen. Today, as you can see, it gapped up. The market dropped a little bit, which pretty much gave a buying opportunity for the people who recognize this bullish engulfing candle to buy the dip on that day. And if you look at the 5-minute charts right over here, right, that dip got bought out. Let me just clean everything up really quickly. And let's see here. This dip got bought up right over here, right there, at the previous level of resistance or support. Again, depends on how you want to look at it. And right now it's holding up pretty nicely. So I like the stock a lot. I'm very bullish on it. And another reason why I like it is because, again, this is somebody else's opinion right here. If you look on the news section, the stock got upgraded. The Raymond James gave it a upgrade rating. Again, I do it from the technicals, and I guess they probably see the same thing. Maybe they don't see the same thing. Maybe they're just doing it based off of fundamentals. I do it based off of technicals, and I like the chart the way it is. So definitely keep this one on your watch list for sure. Where do I see the stock going? I see the stock going probably between $30 and $31 very soon. Okay, so definitely keep that one on your watch list for sure. The option chain looks so nice. Like, I looked at this thing, and this chain is loaded right here, and the delta is so high. Love that. So definitely keep that one on your watch list. Okay. Now let's talk about you guys' stocks of interest. For those of y'all who dropped your stocks of interest in the comment section of yesterday's video, the very first one that we're gonna look at is HUYA. Yeah. And that one, I'm sure a lot of y'all remember this stock. I did cover this one a long time ago. It was showing a very promising flag. And then it showed an intraday pattern which caused the stock to tumble all the way back down to $19. And now it's back again. And honestly, what I want to see is I want to see the stock go sideways just a little bit and just follow what I originally drew a while ago. All right, if it can follow that, then yeah, you can have some confidence in the stock that it is actually going to go to $26. Kind of like what I mentioned initially, and then the stock went the other way. This I think this is pretty much testing everybody's patience. Like I don't like that personally. I don't like it. A lot of longs don't like it, but the market can do that to you sometimes. So definitely keep this one on your watch list for sure. It may follow through with the original plan that I discussed in my previous videos, which I released, I think it was on the 18th of December. So yeah, my thoughts and opinions of it is not changing right now. I didn't touch anything since that day, and it's moving pretty fine to me. So the next one that I'm going to be covering, I want to touch on Tesla first before we move on further. Tesla, again, for those of y'all who watched this morning's video, it was one of my topics for today. I told y'all that it would be squeezing short sellers from here. I told you guys that. I really, really did. And what happened was I released that video at around 8:15, and then right out the gates it just started running and it started ripping. I did say that it could get to 750. It got $5 short to that target. Hopefully some of y'all did not get too greedy, right? And took some money off the table just to get back in at the lows, right? Again, I don't think this is done yet. Personally, I don't think this is done yet. I think this might be another trap to get more short sellers in so that the stock can go higher. I could be wrong, but we're gonna cover this more in the morning. Okay, we're gonna cover this more in the morning. Now let's talk about the other stock that you guys mentioned. PENN. Penn. What do I think about this one? The daily is not looking too nice. It's not looking too nice. It may bounce off of this previous level of resistance or support. Again, whatever you want to see it. It may bounce off of that temporarily, but could it hold and could the stock just bounce and then go sideways and then make new highs? That we'll see. But just again, it may bounce temporarily. We'll see what it does in the future. But what I want to see is I actually want to see the stock drop all the way down to these lows, all the way down to like $73. Personally, that's where I would be. That's where I would actually think about buying this thing. That's where I would see it as a very strong dip buy. If it could just tank all the way down here, that would be wonderful. All right, there's my very honest opinion for Penn. The next one that we're going to be covering, somebody asked about SPLK. And SPLK, we mentioned this one before. Again, this one was one of the growth stock that I covered. And I covered this one over here, right? Again, just like this video, this growth stock is ready to make a recovery. And after I covered it, the main objective was to make money all the way here and then to ditch the stock. All right? Because after that, I have no clue what's going on. And so far, it looks like it's falling and it's collapsing. What is it going to do next? Honestly, I don't know. I can't tell you where it's going to go and what it's going to do next. What I could tell you was this. This was easy money. After that, I don't care anymore. I don't look at the stock unless it shows me something very easy and very obvious that allows me to know exactly where it's going to go next. So as of right now, it could keep dipping. Who knows? It could keep dipping or it could just go sideways from here for a while, maybe a month or two before going up to 200. All right. So that's something that you should be keeping in mind as well. But that's my very honest opinion for SPLK. The next one that we're going to be covering is FedEx. Somebody asked me to cover FedEx, and right now it's not looking too bad. It's not looking too bad. The market is like bouncing. It's kind of green right now. Could it hold and could it be even higher? Maybe at like 0.50% in the morning. It definitely could. Okay, but don't be too optimistic. And from now on, just like we'll be trading this day by day. Okay, day by day, because the market is getting a little tricky. So everything from now will be day by day. But this one at this price point, I want to see this thing tank a bit lower towards like $230. I want to see the stock drop. Okay, at $230, I would consider this a very strong dip buying opportunity, I should say. Okay, I'm kind of bearish on this one, and it's dropping steadily, and I don't think short sellers are ready to give this up yet. I don't think so, and unless some of them get trapped, Like let's say it opens higher at like 258 or 259, and then there's some strong influx of buyers in the morning and it stays up, then I may have a different opinion on this one. But as of right now, it might just be a steady drop all the way down to 225, and that's is my very honest opinion for that one. Now the next stock that we'll be covering is BA. Let's talk about BA really quick, okay? And again, BA made a major move over here, and now it went sideways, and longs don't like this. Shorts like it because they're obviously winning right now, and I'm not bullish on this yet because of this gap right here, right? If that can get filled, that would be great. If that can get filled, and then we could just see some more sideways action, and we can see some more buyers flooding in, because right now the majority of the people who are dominating are sellers. All right. If you just like take a step back and you look at that one side versus the other side, the majority of them are sellers, and the stock is just going slightly down and down and down. Again, so just be very, very patient on this one. If you try not to buy this thing for a long, that's really all I can say about it. Be very patient on this one. Consolidation is good for longs. All right. If it just goes sideways for a long time, because again, short sellers don't like that. Short sellers like myself, we like things to just fall down in a straight line, just right down, very, very vertical downwards. That's what we like. That's the reason why short sellers are short sellers, to make money fast as things collapse fast. Okay. So consolidation really sucks for short sellers. So that's what we want. But as of right now, I can't really recommend anything to buy this thing, because I want to see this thing lower. All right. Even though I'm not shorting this thing, I want to see it a bit lower so that I can consider it for a dip buy. And that is my very honest opinion for BA. All right, y'all. If you got value from the video, definitely destroy the like button for the YouTube algorithm as always. And if you are new to the channel, definitely click on subscribe and click on the notification bell along with all notifications. That way you don't miss out on these post-market analysis videos, which are released every single day in the afternoon, and the pre-market analysis videos, which are released from Monday to Friday at exactly 8:15 a.m. Central Time, 15 minutes before the market opens. If you're not following us on social media, you can find me at Paul and Guma and at PATTERNOLOGY LAB on Instagram and on Twitter. Also, if you are new to the market and you would like to get started trading right away, I left some step-by-step directions in the description of the video below. Step 1 through step 4. It only takes about 15 minutes or less to get signed up with everything you need to get started trading today. You can also get 3 free stocks after signing up with Webull. Use my very first link in the description below. And 1 free stock after signing up with Robinhood using the second link in the description below as well. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Nguma with Patternology Lab, where we trade patterns and patterns only. And I will see all of you tomorrow morning at exactly 8:15 a.m. Central Time, 15 minutes before the market opens.